Hey, this is Jason. Today we're going to go over the actual trends of real estate that you must know to survive in this day and age in real estate. All right, this is video 10 of 365, my journey from flipper to private equity real estate fund manager. Now, the question at hand, which is, what are these trends that you should know? So the analogy I want to start with is okay. In a year, there are 4 seasons. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Right? You know that each season has a different weather, right? And it is a different kind of season in that year. Now, you can't change these seasons, right? You can't say, listen, I want 2 summers, half a winter, and half a fall, right? I want to skip the other one altogether, right? It doesn't work like that, right? So similarly, right, in real estate, there are 4 cycles, right? There's the recovery, phase 2, which is the expansion. There's hypersupply, and then there's lastly, the recession, right? These are 4 things that the real estate cycle goes through, right? It may not be in 1 year, but it may be between 10 and 20 years. Every cycle is different. Now, what I want to kind of, Max Maxwell has a good actual video about this, and he goes over each one in detail, right? What the point I want to make in this video is, why you should be prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to kind of give you an example about, hypersupply. Right? Hypersupply is when, how should I explain this? Say, for example, there's a neighborhood, right? This is a middle, class neighborhood. Say the average income in that area is, say, $45,000, right? At $45,000, it's a little less than $4,000 a month in monthly income, right? If you've seen your values, house values, rise from, say, 175 to going into the 300,000 mark, right? There's a good chance you're in hypersupply in that property, because at way above 300,000, those people could no longer afford those mortgages, right? And therefore you're going to have more sellers than you're going to have buyers, right? And now it's turned to a buyer's market. Now, that there's 4 cycles, right? And that it isn't, you can't change it, right? You can't say, I want 2 hypersupplies, you see, and I want half a recession and half a recovery, right? In fact, that's called a bubble, right? But that these things are in stone, and the only thing you can do is prepare for it. So I believe right now we're in the hypersupply, kind of phase. Why? Because, as people lose jobs, right, there are going to be more foreclosures in the market, right? And if there's more foreclosures in the market, right, then it's going to bring down the values. So that coronavirus kind of started a recession. You're saying if that makes any sense. So now, here's the point I want to make, right? There's a story in the good book, right, about these, the 10 virgins or the 10 girls, right? 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. And almost like a reality TV show, right? They're going to go out to the field to meet the prince, right? And so when they're going out to the field, they don't have like flashlights. They have lamps. And the lamps are, they burn oil, right? So they have to have oil. So now half the girls, 5 of them actually bring extra oil, and the other half don't bring any, extra oil. So now late at night, they fall asleep waiting for the prince, and they get this alarm saying prince is coming. But the half of them, they have already run out of, oil, right? And they ask the other wise girls, listen, let me borrow some oil. And the girl's like, listen, I can't give you any oil, because if I give you, I'm gonna run out myself, right? Go to the store and go buy some oil. So what happens is they go to the store and buy some oil, right? And while they were going to the store to buy oil, the prince comes and only the wise girls get to, you know, to the kingdom, or whatever the case may be, right? So now, moral of the story. You know that there's 4 cycles to the market, right? I just told you, right? Now is the time to actually, you know, prepare for, you know, the cycles, right? 1, you should not get into a project that's going to be, you know, like it has a long time to go over, like you're going to build, you know, a big project at this moment, right? It's going to take over a year to get done, because when the start, you know, you have an expectation of what the price is going to be. By the time you finish, it may be a different, you know, ballgame, right? I've seen many guys, you know, actually get crushed because of that, right? You know, right now you want to concentrate on deals that you can get in and out. Wholesaling, or you're doing quick flips, you can get in and out fast, right? Why? Because, you know, 1, you don't want to get, you want to be able to move with the market, because as the market moves in price, you want to be able to move with it. But 2, you want to actually build up this oil reserve, right? Because at the end of the recession, that's when you're going to be able to pick up the best deals and ride the wave back up, right? So it's very important. You want to build up your reserves until there's blood in the street, and that's when you're going to catch some real deals, right? Now, myself, right? The last recession, I was the foolish kind of, you know, girl, right? I didn't have any oil. In fact, I didn't even know there was a cycle, right? You know, for the business that I started and the real estate when I got into it, you know, I just thought that when things got bad, it was because of bad luck. You know, I didn't even know there was like a season to it, right? Don't be like me. Learn from my lessons, right? So, you know, tomorrow we're gonna go over a really complicated but a very rewarding, you know, strategy. It's called a 4-quadrant economic model, right? Which, you know, big hedge funds, pension funds, REITs use this particular model in order to kind of predict, you know, saying the actual, you know, what's happening in the market, right? I'm going to go over it in detail and actually, you know, explain to you in layman terms what's happening in this, and you know, and I'm 100% sure you're not going to find this anywhere else, especially the way I'm going to explain to you, right? So I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. God bless. One love. Peace.